Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to your Soul Song reading. My name is Rebecca, for those of you who are brand new. So these readings are supposed to be very different from our usual tarot reading. These readings are supposed to give you insight as to why your soul has chosen to be in the time and place that it currently is. So whatever situation that you find yourself in, is trying to fulfill the soul in some way. Let's see, what else is there? I start with a 72 angel card. So an angel is an energy, and it gives us both the angelic version of that energy and the human distortion version of that energy. Also, if you'd like to know more about me, any of my insane ramblings, please hit the website below. You can also find out about personal readings there. And if you'd like for me to pull cards for you for absolutely free, you can join us on Thursdays on the Facebook page. Also, the link is in the description box. Okay. Enough of the introductions. I don't like them. I will close out the reading with Kim Krantz archetype card, and these cards are pretty powerful. So I do recommend that you take a screenshot of it, meditate on it, sit with it for a while, Google it, whatever it is that you feel, but go down the rabbit hole and see where it takes you. All right, so thank you. I feel like Capricorn got this card. I can't remember. You got number 68. Habuahia. 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 Habuhaya. Habuhaya. Healing adjusts and regulates desires, adjustment to divine standards, restoration of balance following phase discrepancies, reharmonizes when we are feeling out of synchronism, love of nature, country life, open spaces, agriculture, harvest, agricultural enterprise, fertile nature, creative power, the human distortions, arid soil, anti-life attitude, misery, pollution, plagues of insects, epidemics, contagious diseases, double life, discrepancy between thoughts and emotions, not in the right place, reluctance to abandon old privileges, discrepancy between what one wants to be and do and what one is and does. In women, it's a tendency to dominate. In men, it's a tendency to let themselves be dominated by women. So, here are some dates that may resonate with you. February 25th to February 29th, May 29th, August 12th, October 25th, January 4th, and March 16th. So we're going to put that there. All right. Please show me the past. Please show me the past for my amazing Cancerians. My lovely, lovely opposite birthday friends. We have the Seven of Pentacles. What is the present? What is the present? We have the King of Wands. What is the blockage? The Three of Cups. And what is the guidance? We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So there's a truth, there is clear communication. There is potentially, I heard victory from a loss. Now, I know that sounds strange, but let's say that you were in a toxic situation and you cut that cord and set yourself free from it. with the truth, that is a victory from a loss. This is mental activity. This is an idea. This is a plan. This is the way to get things done clearly. The swords represent words and thoughts, and so there's a sense here of potentially realizing the way to make something happen, or the steps that needed, the strategy that needs to be taken in order to achieve a goal. With the Seven of Pentacles here in your past, this is assessment. This is looking at the harvest. This is deciding what needs to be pruned and what needs to be watered. It may even be looking at results, very tangible results. With the King of Wands here in your present, now the King of Wands in this particular deck always reminds me of someone with really bad anger management issues. I don't know if this is you or someone around you. The King of Wands for me speaks of Leo. But there is a lot of fire, a lot of passion, almost zealot type of passion. I feel like what is blocking you is a lack of support, community support. It may be that you are following the wrong crowd, right? That the people around you aren't helping you or uplifting you. And with your guidance being the Knight of Swords, this very well could be just speaking a hard truth. And there may be a sense here of doing so quite passionately and with a lack of fear. So let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. There's the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this is someone that could just say things. I mean, it could be someone that's just genuinely dishonest. But this is bitterness and biting words, right? This is nasty communication. And this might even just be someone that has left your life. This is an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have the King of Cups in the upright. And the Sun card. Okay. So there's a sense here, at the bottom of the deck we have the Seven of Pentacles. So there's a sense here of looking at what it is that you're growing and how it is that something is being perceived. This could even be like a lack of healthy boundaries. With the King of Cups here, that's a water sign. For me, in particular, it talks about Pisces, but there's this level here of emotional fulfillment, freedom, this absolute love, but there's a general lack of clarity and a lack of communication and a real sense of something. I'm hearing leaving, letting go of the bitterness and choosing this path through the heart. There's also like light shining on whatever it is that is creating this bitterness and ill will. So this is almost a feeling of being jaded. Let's look at the King of Wands. Please clarify the King of Wands. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Swords in reverse. And there's that Seven of Pentacles in reverse. At the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. So, yeah, this is a really pissed off energy here that is very unproductive, very much undoing things, right? There's communication that I feel is being brought to the forefront that seems quite unreasonable, and it's undoing whatever this union was. It's undoing the assessment aspects of things, right? With that Seven of Pentacles in the upright, something in your past and now in the reverse in the present, something is simply not growing. Or what is growing is this very toxic type of anger. Now, I really want to touch on this right now because we have the Nine of Wands here. This very well could be you holding back this communication, you holding back how it is that you truly feel and how angry this scenario makes you. Now, anger is a very justified and freeing emotion. Many of us stuff it down and have a real hard time understanding why it is that we're angry, and how to use that passion and that anger in a constructive way. Sometimes things have to be deconstructed so that they can be rebuilt in a better way, in a way that works. And anger is very destructive. It can be. Just a quick example, let's say that you see some sort of moral injustice and it really upsets you and it really makes you angry. Channeling that sacred rage, that sacred anger into creating action towards something is what is going to help bring the change in the world that you want. However, just exploding on the situation and tearing it down and walking away isn't necessarily going to create the environment that is going to be healthy for new growth. So, you know, there's entire forests or that can't grow new trees until the pine cones reach a certain temperature, and the only way they can reach that temperature is if there is a forest fire. So there's a way to use anger in a creative manner, and there's a way to use anger in a destructive manner. Neither way is necessarily bad. I am trying to alleviate the duality of the world. It is just what it is, but that doesn't mean that you don't have this power to create something new if you use this anger in a constructive way. Because if I have the Two of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles in the upright, I'm going to say this is something that this is an offer that has come in that has potential for growth. It has clear and honest communication, but this particular fire, this particular passion does not, and it might have to do with I heard going too far. So let's look at the Three of Cups. Please clarify the Three of Cups. Why is this the blockage? We have the Moon in reverse, the Five of Swords in the upright, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this very much feels to me like gossip, or what other people are saying about something that they don't understand. There's a need here to see how, like, if you are the subject of gossip, that this is very hurtful. And I'm just saying that this is just a scenario. I am getting like kind of some gossip type of situation here. If you're surrounded by people who are talking about you, there is a need here to create the change within yourself. There is some sort of illumination on this, and that whatever this is, it's going to come out in time. And it's not even going to come out in time, it's going to come out in divine timing, with the Moon here in reverse. Now, the Moon for me can talk of Cancer, and since the fact that it's in reverse, we have Cancerians giving up their power to this sense of community. And there's a need, again, to really kind of check yourself and look at how it is that you're communicating. So let's look at the Knight of Swords. Why is this the guidance? We have the Three of Cups. The Five of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this is, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. So there is a union, a coming together here with this Three of Cups and the Four of Wands that is very much worth celebrating. Even if you need to balance the regret of the situation. This is clear, honest, even if it is kind of rash and harsh communication. This communication may bring in some level of regret. With the Four and the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups, like I said, this is a coming together, this is a union, this is a celebratory occasion. So there may be a need to carefully balance what it is that you're going to say in a social environment, so that you're not having to deal with being regretful of something that you said. Even if it is very honest. I do recommend that you always stand in your truth and you always be honest about how you feel about something, but that doesn't mean that you have to decimate people in your wake. All right. In fact, they're by far more likely to think about things if it's said well. So I'm gonna get your archetype card. What archetype is with, oh, that's a lot. Yeah, that's 4. What archetype is with my Cancerians? These cards are so hard to shuffle. Today they're feeling a little sticky. Okay, we'll take the 3. We have Gnosis, number 75. The Healer, 25. And the Sustainer, 24. I'll hold them up just before I read them. Okay. Gnosis. Innermost knowing, mystic truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling. Not only knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemist takes their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip toward mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of Gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. Those who say they don't know, those who say they don't know, know. Those who say they don't, those who say they know, don't. Those who say they don't know, know. When light, contemplating the mystery, unanswerable questions. When dark, over-intellectualizing and literalizing, asking others. Go deeper. Bruce Nauman's The True Artist helps the world by revealing mystic truths. This card relates to the riddle and the shapeshifter. All concern themselves with revealing mystic truths. So we now have the Healer, the light worker, the gifted, the old soul. Though some claim the work of the healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It is our natural inclination to remember, to return to, and to reclaim that central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. In Sanskrit, the word avidya means forgetting, and it is said that this is the source of all suffering and disease. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing the cycle of healing is not linear. It is a multi-layered and circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. The image of the serpent is eternally tied to healing and medicine. Both Western and Eastern study the serpent and its power. When light, self-contained, grateful, awake. When dark, tired, needy, forgetting its own practice. Go deeper. Asclepius Danvanchari. The wounded healer is not someone who is wounded and is now healed. It is someone who continues to courageously break open the self and ego as a means for deeper integration. And then we have the sustainer. The peacemaker, the upholder, the preserver. The sustainer, the second archetype in the trio of existence, works behind the scenes tending to the tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm and the mouths sweetly fed. The sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing that there is no start or finish to humble yet meaningful tasks. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to achieve, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact, to see their role in their divine cycle of life. It's common for the sustainer to become overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore the sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention. The sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially relationships, that they resist necessary change. Take time with this archetype. It is within us all and needs our love. Contemplate what truly sustains you. Make a list. Notice how simple yet powerful those things are, and spend some time tending them. When light, abundant, generous, supportive, reliable. When dark, overworked, resentful, trapped, tired. Go deeper. Lakshmi, Vishnu, and Demeter. Take note of the difference between maintaining and sustaining. Which action describes your life most accurately? Well, Cancer, that is your reading. I do hope it was helpful. If it was, please hit the like and subscribe button. Have a beautiful day. I love you. Bye-bye.